Hey guys, it's me, Pink Lover. So now we're on to part 2 of this review because it's a big set, a couple of thousand pieces to be exact. And it's the Heartlake shopping mall, so if you haven't seen part 1 of this review, make sure to check it out and subscribe to my channel. But let's get into it, and it is the 6 main stores and places to be in this mall. Okay, so starting with the main entrance, I'm just going to separate this to let more light in and to get a better view, a nice detailed view of this part. So it has these rotating 4 doors. I forgot what they're called, if there really is a name for them at all. But it has some nice flowers at the entrance, and once you go through the revolving doors, I think it is actually, you have a cool tiled floor here, and this is basically, there's nothing going on, like no chairs or anything interesting. You could always add to make it your own, which I might do in the future. But right here is a map for the mall to show you kind of where you want to go to get this and that. And these could be coupons or brochures or even directions, but I'm not really sure. And this is just a basic entrance to get into the mall, but technically, because it has an open back and it's not connected to any of the other stores, it doesn't really take you anywhere. But now the top of the mall, which is part of the main entrance, I really like this sticker. It's very detailed and shiny and metallic, and I like the gold leaf pieces at the top. It kind of catches your eye, and I like the heart representing for Heartlake City. And basically, this is a fancy eating and sitting area for when you get the food from the food court, or if you just want to sit and chat with your friends about the day shopping or what you want to do at the mall today. And it's 2 identical tables and chairs. I like the gold and metallic features that are in this set. It really pops and looks really well with the color schemes. And there's just basically flower bouquets on the table, with you could always take off if you want to put the slice of pizza or french fries or something on the tables. And this is a really cool little blue translucent and transparent pieces that make a fancy kind of waterfall fountain for the mall, which also adds to this beautiful entrance. The next one is the spa and the wedding shop complex part. So I'm just going to take those off to get a better look inside the spa. And there's basically a very simple entrance. I'm not really sure how this sticker here represents spa, but it is like a flower on a lily pad, so I guess it can be like tranquility and peace or something, which you can get at a spa. So looking through the windows, you could kind of see what's going on with the lipsticks and the nail polish and the hair supplies and that mirror there. And as you look in, you have a lot going on, which is a nail salon area here where you can get your nails done with this little lamp, and then here you can get your hair blow dried and styled. And I really like this chair right here because you could have a foot bath for like a manicure and pedicure, and it does look like salon chairs, how comfy and squishy they are, even though these are hard plastic pieces, but it does give a nice illusion to that. And then here we have some different hair accessories and sunglasses, and over here are the things you could see through the window display, and these are just some makeups that you could buy, I guess. The wedding boutique is really cute, but because Lego Friends is kind of centered around a group of teenagers, I'm not really sure where this plays in. If I was like a designer at Lego, I probably wouldn't have added this. Instead, I would have added like a clothing store or like something like that, because there really isn't one of those in this set, which is kind of hard to believe because it is a mall. But I guess you could kind of say this is a clothing store because you can buy a wedding dress, as you can see through the windows, and otherwise you could buy a bouquet of flowers, a wedding band, and a diamond piece. Inside there is a mirror here, a pretty cool archway entrance, and you could buy a crown and a hair bow, and on here is a sticker of like a veil, a crown, and a necklace. So it's a very basic little store, but it's still cute and works. And the last area complex type thing is the food court and the sports store, which is probably the biggest, most packed featured part of this, at least to me anyways, besides the entrance part and the spa part. So the sports store has so much to offer, And it looks so adorable, and I love the mannequin through the window and the purse through the window. I think it's really cute and has a nice little entryway setup. I like this snowboard with the little snowflakes. It's a printed piece, which is nice. Don't always have to put on stickers because I'm really not very good at that. And here we have a soccer ball and a basketball, and then we have flippers for swimming in Heartlake or the pool or whatever, and then a nice tennis racket, and they do give you an extra tennis racket so 2 people can play at once, which is cool. Inside the store, we have a couple of cool things going on. Here is the back of that mannequin, which you could use as like a body or could be like part of clothing, so I guess it can kind of work like buying clothes, but it's like, I guess it could be a sporty outfit. But here is a bicycle that is being sold for $100, which I guess is pretty reasonable to what we would pay for a bicycle. And then we have the cash register, which if you notice, there was not one of those in the spa or the wedding shop, so I don't really know where they would pay, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. Then these are a display of 2 weights that they can work out and get toned with. And then over here is a little red baseball cap and a mirror to look in the mirror to see how the hat fits. And then a skateboard, and this is not printed like the snowboard. This is a sticker, which took like twice for me to put it on the right way. And then the last thing to note is these, which could be water bottles or could be sports drinks like Gatorade, because those are 2 like kind of colors that Gatorade usually comes in, like the orange and then the cool blue flavor. And then finally the food court, which I think is a really cool part of this set. It also has a balcony, as do all 3 of the top level stores and attractions. So this is a pizza place and a kind of like a Subway type of thing, or like another kind of fast food thing, because you can get subs there. It looks like sandwiches, french fries, all that great stuff. And then here's just strictly pizza. And then these are the things that they're selling and stuff, and for how much they are, the prices are up there. Inside, it's kind of a small area to work with, but it does give you some sort of cash register, but it kind of looks more like a calculator. But here we have a 5-cent piece and a $100 bill, so it looks like they've been making quite a bit of money selling food at this mall. And here's a little bit of counter space, which is a very little bit, and it looks like pepper and a stove with some gauges. And then over here is the pizza oven, which is really, really adorable. Okay, so now I showed you the sets, and I'm going to tell you the names for the stores that I came up with. I think they're pretty unique and pretty interesting, and they will definitely be featured in my Lego Friends series, which is fun. For the bridal boutique thing, I called it Heartlake Bridal. Pretty simple. There's really not much you could really think of for that. But then in the food court, for the french fries and sandwich place, I called it Subs and Soda. And then I called this Lagola Pizzeria to make it a little bit Italian sounding. And then for the sports shop, instead of saying like Dick's Sporting Goods, I said Bricks Sporting Goods for Lego bricks, so kind of like a pun there. And then for the spa, I called it Superb Spa, which is like a fancy way of saying super spa. Okay guys, so overall I hope you like both part 1 and part 2 of this review. Please remember to like and subscribe and tell your friends about my channel and support my channel in every way you feel the need to. And there will be Lego Friends videos and DIYs and so much fun stuff coming, and so many different things are coming for summer too, because that always brings new life. Alright guys, bye.